So, with the half anniversary slowly going to a close, I think we should take a look at my account and like what kind of happened during the half anniversary and how it like helped me out with certain things. So, I think we should take a look at my characters first. Um, During the half anniversary, there were a lot of free pull banners, and I think I got quite quite lucky, I'd say. I did not pull that much because all my gleam stones kind of went into, you know, this guy. I pulled so much for this guy. I pulled like, I think it was over 30,000, so. um, but yeah, most notable characters that were released were Machina, Forte, and Acid, which I do not have because I did not get him, sadly. But there's many dupes I pulled over the anniversary, half anniversary. For example, I actually got Aegis from 2 out of 5 to fully maxed out, so he's fully maxed out now, so that's pretty good. I also got, oh, not you. I think we can sort it to Benyos. Yeah, I got Konono as well. I got oh, what's his name again? Vague. Yeah, Vague. And I think Sophie as well. And it's really nice of them to give out all those free SSR multis and all those insane tickets, especially for the lucky tester summons and many other things. And I honestly have been debating on who I should pick for my choose a stone summon, because I still have not done yet. Because it's just horrible to have to choose one of these characters, because there's so many characters I would like to choose, like Kong Wai, or maybe Maid Kohaku as well. As Bella, he's really good as well. It's just so hard to choose. But I've been thinking about it, and I think I will actually pick Maid Kohaku. Because I actually have most of these characters already. I do not have the Circus Velvet. I do not have Vicleo. I do not have Alicia. I don't have Mila. I don't have Jude. I don't have Asbella. I don't have Summer Konono. I do have Raven. I don't have Halloween Estelle. Kongwai I do not have. I also do not have Ston, the original one. Yeah, but except for those, I have every character, so I think I'm actually going to pick Maid Kohaku for this one. Because she's great for a fire team, especially the hit generation on her Divine Saber and the healing circle, and her mystic arts actually hits pretty good. Plus her max boosted skills actually really great for raids and things like that. So I'm actually going to pick her now. Hey, I don't know. Yeah, I don't need the stones. I'm just going to feed it into her. So let's do that. Oh, I can do it from here. Fine. Now I finally got that off my chest, because I've been just I've been just thinking and thinking who I should pick, and knowing that I finally just have something that I picked and just be happy with it. I would have liked Kongwai as well, because my light team is actually not that great. I only really have Machina, Kanata, and Estelle, and Colette. So it's not really the greatest thing team for things like raids. So, but I think my fire team needs it a bit more, because I only really have the Luke and Reed as like damage dealers because Sharia is a supporter. She's also kind of a supporter, but also she can do some decent damage. So speed it there really quick. Yep. Get some really nice stat bonuses out of that. Oh no, I'm missing Fire Spit Rage, damn it. Yeah, I guess I should just do this for now. Yep. Okay. I'll just do 5 for now because I'm kind of low on the level 3 arch tomes, so just gonna keep those for now. I'll do that later because I still need to grind all those art tomes from the raid. So, as for who I'm saving this stone for, because we're going to get another one tomorrow because it's a monthly reset. It's actually Luke, because Luke is obviously my favorite Tales of character. It's maybe not hard to see from my avatar and like the side. It's actually this exact guy. I was so happy when I finally pulled him, and he's a really fun unit, especially if you combo him with other units that increase crit rate, so you have pretty much 100% crit rate. It's pretty nuts. I'm just sad about his Mystic Art being a AoE attack, so it's not that great for raids, but he's still really great. I think I'm going to save it for when I get him, when I get the last one. Should be from raids. No, not from raids. From the monthly exchange shop, which you should definitely do. Which is just a really good value. Here, this thing. The Awakening Stone is for the SSR ones, and the Ascension Stone is for the SSR Memorial Stones. That's really important. So not that somebody goes and buys these and thinks that's for the characters. For Memorial Stones, I mean, I kind of most of the time feed them into characters, but there's just certain Memorial Stones I do not really care about. Then I keep for sharding, so I can buy the Ascension Stones. For example, like Zelos's, it's not the greatest, it's pretty decent if you want somebody who has quick over limit gauge recovery, or Miklius is really great, for example. But things like Konono's, I think, is not really the greatest as well. Yeah, it's just crit damage, and her attack is going to be pretty low, so it's probably just going to shard it off and feed it into her. But with the half anniversary soon being done, I think it's almost time to think about what I thought about the campaign. Of course, there's still this banner coming out, which is the new one with Leia and Edna. Leia seems to be kind of I wouldn't say attack unit, but because she has pretty good defense, but she's like a mixed kind of supporter, decent damage dealer. And Edna is definitely geared towards defending or supporting others of defend buffs with a barrier, for example. It's a good banner, especially if you like the character, so yeah. It's also this login bonus, which is pretty nice. You'll get 500 Gleamstones and an SR plus summon ticket, so that's pretty great. What else do we have? But yeah, in my opinion, the half anniversary was a great thing. Obviously it's not over yet because we still have quite a bit to go. Yeah, we already had this. We had most of the Lager bonus. We had the half anniversary summons, the quests, and the power-up quests, which are going until the 17th of February, which is obviously still a while to go, but we're not going to get that many new events. I think we have one more stage of the half anniversary limited quests, but I think that's about it. Yeah, I think so. But what do I personally think about this whole campaign? I think it's really great because it really helps people level up their units and get more SSR characters, especially if you're a starting player, because things like Phantom Tower, for example, can be really hard for people that haven't been playing for a while, so getting all the rewards can be really hard sometimes. Like, I was able to finish the Phantom Tower fully, but for the 40th floor, it took quite a lot of attempts because the enemies literally just one-shot you if you don't break their special gauge, so you have to really be careful of that. But what do I hope for the future of Crestoria, especially? As somebody who played Tales of the Rays when it came out, the infamous mobile game that shut down because of the bad handling of it, of the global version. Obviously the Japanese version is still going strong. It has quite a lot of players and a lot of crossovers. I think it has a crossover now with, I think it's like an anime, I don't know which one, but that seems pretty big, and they're releasing a lot of really fun characters lately, so I hope Crestoria actually gets that stuff too, because I honestly, if they handle it like this, obviously it's still a bit slippery sometimes, because things like crashes are still pretty big in the game, and things like errors are pretty big as well. But I personally think it's quite free-to-play friendly, especially all the free ascensions for all the characters, and I think if they keep handling this game well, I think it has a very bright future. Obviously, there are things like sites where you can see how much money a game makes. I think I actually display a screenshot of one. I think it's either going to be Apple or Android. But last time I checked, it did not make that much money. The Tales of series is not that, how should I say, mainstream. It is popular, of course, but a lot of people that I know that are really big Tales fans, they're not really that much into Crestoria. So I don't really know how many people are like heavily spending on it, but I hope that it's actually enough that Bandai Namco or the team that develops it can actually continue developing and making it as best as possible, because it obviously has a lot of potential. And for me personally, I dropped many gacha games over the years because they just started being boring, and Crestoria, with its heavy play PvE event focus, I think it could be actually really fun, especially if you like things like raiding or arena or many things like that. If they add certain new modes, I think it can be actually really fun. So that's probably one of the things I would like to request for them to add. Obviously things like balancing for no, not balancing, but how should I say it, working on performance rather, and crashes, because crashes is like the one thing that really holds Crestoria back. I mean, if you talk to people who don't really know that much about Crestoria, especially when it came out, a lot of people just really dismissed it because, yeah, of the really bad launch. Of course, it had a really great story, and that's what made the game so great for me personally. But a lot of people just dropped it because it just kept crashing left and right. Like, the game has been out for over 6 months at this point, and it still has quite a good amount of crashes, at least for me. It's definitely not as bad as when it came out, but if you play on things like BlueStacks, which I do, the game freezes up a lot, especially during summoning, which happened quite a lot of times to me. So that's really bad, especially if you grind it all day and just to get those gleam stones, and then the game just freezes on your way summoning. It's just a really bad feeling. But I also really hope that they work on getting the game smoother on certain phones, especially on not that high-end phones. Because I have an Android, I have a OnePlus 7 Pro, which is a pretty good device, and I can play pretty much every game, no issue. And Crestoria is pretty much the only game that has given me any issues with things like frame rates and my phone getting super hot and the battery just being super dead really quickly. So that's really one of the things I want them to address. I don't know how easy it is to address, but maybe adding things like better quality settings, because the quality settings in Crestoria are quite, how should I say it, quite basic, and it's kind of confusing sometimes as well, because when I first played the game, I did not know what they meant with the quality options, because it's just so vague, and I kept playing it on on the lower frame rate version at first, so the game just ran at 30 FPS, which just made it look a lot worse. Actually, let me check. I could actually see what I mean about the quality options. Here, it just says frame rate balanced, and actually I should frame chat. Frame rate balanced, quality, and performance. Like, kind of like, why is it saying quality? Is it saying that it's like a high frame rate, and balance is like the middling, and performance is like low? Because if you have less frames, the game runs better. It's just really weird, and obviously it's showing as well like what the game is, what the graphics look like, of course, but it's just really weird. The frame rate, in my opinion, just does not need to be that. Doesn't need to be that confusing. Well, while I talk about this whole stuff, let's just do a multi. Of course I would really like Acid, because he looks really cool, and I think his animations are pretty much one of the best, especially his infinite thrashing, I think it's called, the move. It looks really cool. And I need more water characters, so, but I wouldn't mind a dupe of Forte or Machina. Let's see. Hopefully we get in this SR even. Oh god, this does not look good. Yikes. Don't summon kids, oh god. Yeah, I've done these 3 steps already. This is my second rotation, and yeah, these 3 first steps were all without an SSR, so that's pretty sad. Oof. Wow, that hurts. But yeah, I think it was a great idea to have the half anniversary, because it just gathers hype and it gives people an opportunity to just grind up and get a lot of free stuff, and it obviously got a lot of people hyped for the game and a lot of people interested for the game, especially with the story really ramping up now, especially with the new story chapter that looks really great. I really have high hopes for the game, and I hope that the Crestoria devs actually listen to what players say, and because players know what's best for the game, because they actually play the game a lot. Of course, there's probably some people in the development team who play the game, but people like me or other people that play it a lot, like daily, and grind a lot of stuff, they see the issues in the game really heavily, and that's why I think it's really important to listen to these sorts of videos, for example, or people on social media like Reddit, Facebook, or Twitter, even on the comments, for example. Sometimes people in development teams don't really know how players who play it a lot and are really into the game really feel about certain aspects of the game, so I think it's just really important for people to just embrace the criticism that people give, because nobody gives up criticism that if they don't want things to change, because of course we all want the best game possible, we all want the best experience for everyone possible, because a good experience also always equals more money for the developer. And seeing how much just how much stuff they put into Crestoria, how much effort they put into things like obviously Mystic Arts animations and just character models and the story especially. It's just it would really be a waste if people just stop caring because they don't listen to the fans and they don't listen to the players who really know what they want. Of course, you shouldn't just listen to everything that people say because they just say it. So, but obviously, if people just keep saying a certain thing like, "Oh, rate drop rates are too high," or "It's too grindy," or certain things, then I think they should actually listen to it because they wouldn't just go and say that for no reason. So it just makes no sense. Just gonna do some arena real quickly, but I just think about what I say because obviously my videos are not scripted because I kind of don't really have any experience in scripting stuff. My player's guide, which actually hit 200 views in like a really quick time, which it's just kind of a great feeling because I hope that people really enjoyed it and learned some things that they did not and enjoy Crestoria more in the process, because that would really make me happy if this game succeeded because I like it a lot and I play a lot of other gacha games and I haven't had this much fun with a gacha game in a while. Obviously the game is new, so there's a lot of ton of things to do, but seeing all the other games I play and the generosity they have is just insane. Like, for example, the Lucky Tester summons, it's like you get all this crazy stuff. Like you could technically get the 100k clean stones multiple times. It's nuts. It's actually absolutely nuts. I for example play Dragon Ball Legends, which is also from Bandai Namco, really heavily. Like I have a pretty high ranked guild and I play it daily, hourly, and grind a ton. And they recently had, for the second anniversary, for example, they had sorry, that was my phone. Actually, it was actually Dragon Ball Legends going off. But they actually had, for the second anniversary, they had the chance summon in that game, and the highest price you could get was actually 10,000 chrono crystals, which is just 10 multis, and it's not even like comparable to what they give out in Crestoria. And the catch was that only one person could get that 10,000 chrono crystals, and in Crestoria it's just an unlimited amount. Of course, some people could argue that if somebody got that then they wouldn't pull as much because they have all these free cream stones they could just spend. But I just think it's like a great motivator for people to play because I always waited for the Lucky Tester summons, and of course I did not get the 100,000 chrono crystals, gleam stones, but I didn't feel sad about it because maybe somebody else got it and they now play it like heavily, and it just makes me really happy that they are this generous with all the stuff. But of course they had like great other rewards, like the Ascension packs, for example, which really gave you all these items like Princessias that are really hard to get from things like events because their drop rate is so low. But yeah, I think I said everything that I wanted to say about the half anniversary, and I just hope that they actually listen and improve the game further so we can have like an even greater anniversary, because honestly what they did for the half anniversary is more than some games do for the whole anniversaries, and it's just makes me really excited what they have in plan for the main first anniversary, because as some people know, anniversaries are kind of like the make or break point for a lot of gacha games, because a lot of people wait for the first or second or third anniversary to jump into a game, because they obviously have the best value banners, the best events, and just a lot of content to play. So I really hope that they actually learn from what people say in this and they make it even crazier. So the game just blows up, let's say, and like really gets popular more. So they have more revenue, and with more revenue comes more content and generosity and more things like that. By the way, just look at Machina go crazy. She just one-shots people. This is like high tier arena, like SSS. It's pretty crazy. Like some of these units are max awaken skilled. I don't know if these were, but like she just one-shot Estelle. It's kind of nuts. How many tickets do I have left? Obviously this video is kind of all over the place, but it's mainly a video about the half anniversary and what I thought about it. So just, I guess I just have to put some other gameplay in, because it's just static pictures, and me just being on the home screen would just be really boring in my opinion. I've been really wondering if I should do like things like streams for Arena and things like that, because most people that stream Crestoria kind of just do summons, I guess, because that's like the most popular thing obviously to do with gacha games. But I think things like Arena are also really interesting, especially if you have cool team builds. So focus on the stealth probably. She gets really annoying. Ah, wasn't enough. At least she didn't heal. Okay, should be it. No. Okay. Should be that one. Okay, good. But yeah, definitely remember to do your arena and finish it, and especially because it's the end of the month, be sure to finish your battle pass as well, so you get all the great rewards in here. And yeah, I'm broke now because I wasted those gleam stones, but I still have most of Phantom Tower left, and I think the new story should come out soon, so I think that's where we should get a decent amount of gleam stones again, because I think I should be saving up for the new banner next, because if they drop a unit I really like I've been waiting for a Leon ult, not in the next one, because I don't even have a single EX unit because my luck is just really bad. But maybe like a Leon, or I don't think that would release another Luke, but yeah, Leon and Luke pretty much are my favorite characters. I also like Lloyd, he's also pretty cool. Yuri's great. There's a lot of characters I really like in Tales of, so just knowing that I couldn't get like my favorite characters because I just did not save up is a really bad thing, especially because I'm not free to play. I think I bought like 1k gleam stones or 2k in total, so it's not that much, maybe like 20 bucks I spend on the game, but I'm pretty much free to play. What did I want to do? I hope fragrance, yes. Would be better idea to just do the grape gel, but I'm also going to do a summon ticket just for fun. I don't think I'll get an SSR, so just let's see, for the fun, for the video. Let's just do that really quick. Be crazy if I got an SSR, yeah. just really useless R. We do my donations real quick, so I don't forget that. Because it's like 4 AM over here, and I'm just sitting here just randomly doing a video. I always just sell these ingredients because I have a lot of them. Our guild is hitting rank 50 soon. That's probably great. And they still haven't fixed this whole chat thing, because if you just press retry, it just gives you another error message. So it's just really weird. Let's do the guild points though, if I have enough. I just have 9. I also never got a Spada once. Spada, whatever. No, not even one. Yeah. Like, that's really bad. But yeah. I just really hope that Crestoria really goes nuts on its first anniversary, and if the half anniversary is that great and they listen to to the players that much, and I really have high hopes, and I really hope that they do not let us players down and just make us happy even more. So, thank you for watching, and please support me. And if you would like to see more videos, it's really motivating to see people just interact with my videos, especially all the great comments I got on the beginner's guide video. It just really made me happy. So I hope I can make everyone happy and just give you more content to watch. If you have any suggestions on what I should do, just please tell me. Have a good night.